So it's a Q&A episode today. So I've pulled some of the best questions from Q&A, the most interesting topics that we've had over the last 4 to 6 weeks to talk about. And I think the one that I want to put at the top of the list, people working 2 jobs.
Yep.
This is a really interesting conversation. Exhausted, know they need to go full-time into coaching. They're scared to make the leap. What's the actual conversation they need to have with themselves before they quit? So I've been thinking about this a lot after that conversation.
Yeah.
Because there was feedback from family. It's not safe. You don't get holiday pay. You don't get sick pay. You don't get this. You don't get that. So there's pressure on the security side.
Yeah.
My argument to that is multi-layered. One, you can get fired fucking tomorrow. You have no control over that whatsoever.
Agreed.
Especially in the current landscape.
Yeah.
What are the big tech companies, like 60% layoffs or some shit? Get heading in that direction. So your job, I don't think there's such a thing as job security. Anyway, do you?
No.
Like, would you now, being 15 years into a career, feel more secure in like a job?
You'd be on a good salary, so if they were trying to...
You're going to be on less money.
No, but if like you're 15 years in, you'll be on a good salary. Like if you need to cut corners, they'll probably move you on because you're on a...
Yeah, you're on a lot.
Yeah,
I mean now, if like you went and got a job,
Yeah.
so like if I was going to go lateral, I would be like go somewhere as a broker, but I'd still do that independent, or maybe like sales is probably
Yeah, but that's not...
the main role.
Still not salary, really.
No, that's going to be commission and stuff.
Yeah.
So what job would we go into where you would be employable? Nowhere. Because we're not.
Yeah, I'd have to work in like a tertiary education level scenario.
So then you'd have a government job, so you would have pretty good security.
Like I'd have to work with adults that I think I'd kill children.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
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 But yeah, you have job security there, so that's a bit of a cop out.
Yeah, if you have a government job.
Get a government job. Yeah.
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 Pretty hard to get fired from that, hey?
Well, some people do.
I still feel like there's movement and they have to find you a new job though, right?
I'd say so.
In that space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I just want, like, I don't know, post-COVID, etc. I don't know if I'd feel more secure if I got hired by someone.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because, like, I would go to one of my mentors and be like, I want a job. Like, I'll start at the bottom. I'm doing this. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd feel more secure in my job doing that than I do now.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The
The upside's also, like, I don't know. I don't think the other side of the coin's been looked at all because it's always like, what if you fail? It's always negative. It's like, what if you succeed?
So that's the next step, right? So job security, I don't know if that's that much of a thing in 2026 as it was 20 years ago. Like getting fired now is way easier, or just like the job not existing anymore.
Yeah.
But sure, maybe there's a little bit more security, and like then the argument is, well, sick leave and holiday pay.
Yeah.
We won't use this specific example, but I know that in this specific example, the hourly rate is nowhere near PT hourly rates. And I think most people that are having this discussion are not on $110 an hour in their other job.
Yeah.
So if you're on $110 an hour and you were on $35 an hour, your sick leave and your holiday pay is built in.
Yeah.
Like if you go from making $60K to $100K,
yeah,
like what's that, $8,000 a month? So there's an $8,000 gap for you to take your 4-week holiday. So you're still $32,000 ahead.
Yeah. You just pay your own super.
I'd take that.
Yeah.
Well, another 10%, so it's $10,000, so it's 18.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how many sick days do you get a year these days?
2 weeks. I think it is. I think it's 40 days.
Have you tried the new Google?
10 days
AI?
with no Gemini.
No, Google's now like not Google anymore.
Right. I have not.
So apparently, like they're even getting rid of all the search things. So they've got this built in at the top.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But apparently, that's like Google's just going to be that now.
Right. No, I
So
haven't
it
used
just goes finds the answer for you.
Yeah, okay.
So it's only 10 days. So if you say 2 weeks,
I think is it 10 days with no certificate? Because then it accrues, your sick leave accrues over time, right? Anyway, who
Leave
cares?
accumulates progressively throughout the year based on the hours you work,
Yeah.
meaning you don't receive full 10 days in one hit. Unused days may carry to the next year,
Ah, right.
but there's
yeah.
a cap of 10.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Fair.
76 hours.
It's insignificant anyway.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So again, that's at 60K, that's what, $1,600?
Yeah.
So you got 10 grand for your super. So you could basically round it to 20K, so you're still 20K ahead. If you made 6 figures as a personal trainer versus 60 in a job, you're still $20,000 ahead.
Yeah.
But you're paying yourself your sick leave and holiday pay.
Yep.
And then factor in that more than likely you're going to make at least 50% of your income during those 4 weeks of holiday pay.
Yeah.
Which then stops that by,
Yeah.
pulls that back by.
Do you like your
by a
fucking
lot.
job too? Like,
But yeah. So then you go to job satisfaction.
satisfaction. Yeah.
Thank you. Which, I don't know, for me, that's a really high value.
Yeah.
I really need to like what I do.
You're gonna do it for a really long time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think there needs to be all of those things need to be considered. But
Yeah. So we've had that conversation. How do I make the leap?
you gotta know what the minimum amount would be to move over, I guess, financially.
Yep.
You reverse engineer that back. Like, what does that look like in your at the current status of your business?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you charge an X amount a session and you need X amount to make the leap, it's like divide that amount by the session fee.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have, all right, I need this many sessions. And then you divide that maybe by 1.5, and that'll give you an idea of how many clients potentially, because usually the average is about 1.5 sessions per person. So then you've got a number of how many people you need to get. Where are you at right now? You might have some already. There's going to be a shortfall. You're going to have a bit of a churn, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then you have then you just run the numbers on the system. This is how many contacts I need. This is how many appointments I need. This is how many people I need to get in front of if I close at this rate. And then the hardest thing will be actually taking the leap, because then you'll get there.
Yeah.
And then you'll go, well, I'm making this much and I still have the job.
Yeah.
But your eyes are hanging out of your fucking head.
That's the lifestyle creep as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You're working 6.5 days a week or whatever, and you know there'll become a point where growth in the PT business is capped because of your energy and your time availability.
Yeah.
So making that leap, you have to make a promise to yourself that you'll actually do it.
Agreed.
Because you'll lose momentum as well.
Yeah.
Because of the energy creep. Yeah, because of the creep. You're like, fuck. Like,
Yeah. You attribute that hardness to PT, not to life.
Yeah, and when you get that time back from the job, you go, oh, I'm going to rest.
Yeah.
Not I'm going to capitalize.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So steps for me would be identify what your minimum survival income is.
Yeah.
What you need, and then you're going to build your PT business to that, and then trust yourself that if you've built your PT business to that, you can build it to the next level as well. You can keep going,
Absolutely.
especially if you free up more time, energy, etc. My advice to everyone is always, you're living off your job now, continue to live off it, and bank every dollar you make from personal training. Don't let that lifestyle creep come in where you're using your PT money and I got a new car and I spend more money during the week and all of that shit, because then it's like, well, now I'm used to living on $2,000 a week, and when I make the shift, I'm going to lose $1,000 from my normal job, and like that, it just fucking murkies the water so much. So just putting 100% of that away is awesome. And then you're going to be in one or two categories. So that minimum amount you need to make, you'll either have the time and availability to get there while you're still at the job, or you won't.
Yeah.
So we've got people that are like dropping days, so they know they make $400 a day. So it's like for every $400 of PT income, my boss has said I can drop a day, and that's fucking awesome. It's a really, really great setup to be in.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that.
No.
You've got to go or stay.
Yeah.
So if you have that, awesome. If you don't, it needs to be that money then sits there as a leap of faith moment. So the two scenarios is you either have time to make that minimum amount. So say it's $1,000 I need to live per week, including gym rent and all that shit. You either have the hours available to go make that $1,000, and that's, you just go hit that $1,000 and then you leave. Or you can only make $700 because of the time. you've got a $300 gap.
Yeah.
This is what I did to go online. I looked at it and went, I'm going to take an 80% haircut, maybe a bit more. And I've allowed, my online business has been saving in the background, which has given me, I think I had 2 months.
Yeah.
Like I got a 2-week runway to replace that income, to be back exactly where I am. And then I have 20 hours back in my week. So that's what I did. So again, if you're having all that money stored, then
yeah,
it's really fucking easy.
Yeah, agreed.